everybody. Welcome to 5-Star Live here in Week 2 as we report from Farragut High School where the West Rebels just knocked off the Admirals 24-13. I'll be joined in just a second by this young man who had the back-breaking play of the game. But let's recap what happened out here tonight. West led 7-6 at halftime as Isaiah Mattress had a short yardage touchdown in the first half. Second half comes around. Farragut starts dance, and as Farragut's trying to rally in the fourth quarter, West deep in its own territory, 90 yards away. Isaiah Mattress reps off a 90-yard All right, man. Welcome into 5-Star Live.
Oh, thank you for having me, Jay.
It's you're 2-0 now, and we discussed with Isaiah the difference in this team this year. What have you seen from a coach's vantage point that says, hey, we can maybe contend in the playoffs this year?
Well, I know last year we lost a lot of heartbreaking losses, and our kids was heartbroken it seemed like every Friday, and come in there and look at them on Monday. They got up and went back to work, and that carried over into the off season. But this team has really bought in that this is one of the most disciplined football teams I've coached, and that they're doing things the right way, and just focusing on us and us getting better.
We talked about Baker Dance in the offseason as well. He looks like a completely different quarterback this year, composed, poised, confident back there behind the center.
He's making great decisions, and Baker put in a lot of work this offseason, and Coach Malone's done a great job with him, and Baker knows their offense inside and out. I mean, he's suggesting plays. The way he communicates with us on the sideline, it's like talking to another coach.
Yeah. Jared, do we have the highlights from tonight's game between West and Farragut? I want to roll those one more time. And, Coach, if you don't mind, when we get to the pass play that kind of put you guys in the lead, I'm putting Jared on the spot here. He didn't expect this, but I want you to kind of break down the touchdown pass. This is early in the game. We see Tyrese Edwards, number 4, coming after Gavin Wilkinson. That guy had a big game tonight, Tyrese did.
He made a play every time we needed.
Really probably be concerned with coming in.
Farragut's really good on offense. I mean, they got a lot of weapons and got a lot of experience there. And, I was really proud of our defense. The biggest part of the game was holding them to 2 field goals in the red zone in the first half.
See Gavin Wilkinson drop back to pass here. Okay, here's Isaiah's short yardage touchdown run, I believe.
That's our goal line package, and Isaiah does a great job. We didn't do a very good job blocking right there, but he was able to get it in.
Here, break his play down.
It's a change of possession. We got in their territory, and we thought we'd take a shot, and there's the freshman Elijah Rogers once again. They stunned it, and he had an unbelievable block on a linebacker that came free.
CB kicking for you guys this year. What kind of impact can he have?
Well, he's done a great job. He's the most consistent freshman kicker I've ever seen, and he's going to be really good.
Looking ahead to next week again, Carnes, they lost 45-0 at Halls tonight, but having seen Carnes, they have a running attack with their quarterback. I think they have a freshman running back who ran for 4 touchdowns against Walker Valley. What's the early kind of scout on Carnes?
Well, Carnes always has great athletes, and they're always big up front, and we know they're going to play really hard against us. And I haven't seen a second of them, but, we're going to get back to work and focus on us and us getting better.
All right, Coach, I'm going to let you go. You've been hanging around here. The lights are starting to go off here.
I hope the bus is still there.
Hopefully the bus is still there. They shouldn't leave you. If they do leave you, just make them run extra after practice.
Thank
you just
you,
set
Jesse.
that mic down. I'll shake your hand. Congratulations. That's Lamar Brown, head football coach at West High School. Before we take our first break, let's look ahead. Also next week for Farragut. Farragut drops to 1-1 on the season. They go to Oak Ridge to Blankenship Field. Oak Ridge absolutely struggling right now. Only put up 6 points in that week 1 loss to Hardin Valley, and they get drubbed tonight by Dobbins Bennett up in Kingsport, 41-6. So they're licking their wounds a little bit. Farragut's going to try to go into Oak Ridge and improve to 2-1. A lot of history between those two programs. Again, West improves to 2-0 on the season. They will take on Carnes in week 3. All right, let's catch our first break. When we come back, we'll look around the area, maybe take a look at social media. Stay with us on 5 Star Live. Welcome back into 5 Star Live. I'm Jesse Smithy, senior editor and writer of 5starpreps.com. Appreciate West coach Lamar Brown and running back Isaiah Mattress for joining us in that first segment. Segment 2, let's take a look around the area as what's going on tonight. Been some head-scratching results here in week 2. Let's get to Central and Fulton. Who knew that Fulton, after getting beat 42-3 by South Doyle in week 1, only 5 days later would respond, answer the bell. They led 9-0 at the half against Central tonight in the Battle of Broadway. They won that game a year ago. It was a tight contest, and that was the last game that Central lost before they went on to win the 5A state championship. However, tonight, Central rallies in the second half on a fourth down pass from Dakota Fulver to Isaiah Osborne. They take the lead 13-12. They're able to hang on to that narrow victory. And, man, you talk about Fulton improving from week 1 to week 2. They improved. Central, did they take a step backwards, or did they just get into a situation where they had a motivated team in Fulton? Looking at Central's passing stats, I think they only threw for 91 yards tonight. They threw for 351 in week 1. Nevertheless, Central improves to 2-0 on the season with that 13-12 win over Fulton. Easy game tonight at an Alcoa. Austin East gets beat 42-0. I think we might have a few highlights from that, but Sam Valton, the junior quarterback from Alcoa, 10 of 13 tonight for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns. Austin East now 2 games deep into this season, a season that they brought back a lot of talent, a lot of size on the line. They brought back their quarterback, Trey Foster, who is an all-state caliber quarterback. They have scored 0 points this year through 2 weeks, and as you see Alcoa there, just too easy. The running attack, that was Ahmad Sankey, number 15 with a touchdown run. Shout out Taylor White for these videos tonight, and it was just from there, cruise control. Running clock, Alcoa improves to 2-0. No ill effects from playing a Saturday game in Rutherford County. Austin East, you're on alert. You're 0-2. You got Kingston next. You got Fulton next. Good chance for Austin East to get in the win column, start to build some momentum. Austin East gave Alcoa a couple of decent games a year ago, just did not show up in week 1, did not show up tonight. Maybe the craziest game of the night, Anderson County at Powell. I know I predicted Powell to win. I thought it would be an easy win. Did not think Anderson County played their best football in week 1, even though they beat Clinton 26-0. There are a lot of issues, I think, offensively that they needed to fix. They did that tonight. They absolutely torched Powell's secondary, took a 20-12 lead into the half, got a touchdown there late in the first quarter, in the first half. 30-something seconds left. Powell turns the ball over. Anderson County opts to not try to score again, takes their 20-12 lead into the half, doesn't come back to bite them really. They lead 30-20 after the third quarter, but in the fourth, Powell rips off 28 points to win 48-30. Powell 2-0 on the season. Still some issues to fix there defensively, and it was hard in that Greenville game to see if Powell had any defensive weaknesses. Greenville not really testing that secondary. Wet ball, just kind of playing conservative, keep it on the ground. Anderson County does not play conservative. They love to throw the football with Stone Hatmaker, who I believe had a big night tonight. I saw his name all over Twitter, but you got to give that young Powell football team credit. Those young receivers, those new tailbacks, and Walker Trusley for notching that 48-30 win over Anderson County. Let's look at Bearden and Maryville. Easy win tonight for Maryville as they win by, I believe, 30 points. Something to look out for here, though. Colin Ironside, the Bearden quarterback, rolled an ankle there in the first half, exited the game, did not come back. John Carlavato came in for Bearden, threw a touchdown pass late to build him some confidence going forward. But this Bearden team that had a senior quarterback in Colin Ironside may have to see him sit on the sideline a couple weeks. We'll get word of that Monday, I was told, as he goes in for some tests on that ankle just to see how bad it is. But looking ahead for Bearden, they host Kingsport Dobbins-Bennett next week. Dobbins-Bennett is 2-0, and as I mentioned, they routed Oak Ridge tonight 41-6. So keep an eye on the Bearden situation. Maryville improves to 2-0. They had an uncharacteristic first half tonight out at Maryville. 3 turnovers, 2 of those were interceptions. There was a muffed punt. However, still going to beat Bearden handily tonight. They'll go to Cleveland next week. I believe Cleveland's 1-0. See if Cleveland beat Hardin Valley. I can't remember, but I think they did. Grace Christian and South Doyle tonight. South Doyle improved to 2-0, and we talked at halftime on 5 Star Live about how South Doyle was not ranked in the 5A rankings this week by the Associated Press after beating Fulton 42-3. Elijah Young, the Missouri commitment, had 4 touchdowns in that game. Well, guess what he did tonight? 13 carries, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, a blocked punt. As he ran for 213 yards, Grace Christian only ran for 2 yards. threw for 290, but you look back at the last 2 weeks for Grace Christian, they have not run the football well, and Rusty Bradley needs to try to find an offensive answer there in the backfield. Last year, late in the year, was kind of Michael Fiden. We'll see if he can slip back into the backfield and get some productivity. All right, let's take our last break. We're going to come back and look at some scores again, maybe some more standouts from the area. Thanks for joining us here tonight on 5 Star Live. All right, everybody, welcome back into 5 Star Live. Greenback has now dropped to 0-2 on the season. They got routed in that Week 1 loss to Loudon. They turn around and lose tonight against Meigs County. But, hey, Meigs County been one of the better teams in the state over the last couple of years. We saw Greenback become more competitive tonight in that football game. Shout out to Micah Franklin from William Blunt. William Blunt goes on the road, gets a big win against Morristown. Micah Franklin, 24 carries, 165 yards. And a 56-yard touchdown pass. Getting hammered by bugs here tonight. Shout out to Campbell County, 2-0. Look, this is not one of the Price Twins' better Campbell County teams. Something magical might be happening. We've talked about Justin Price. He's been in the news. His young son, Jack, with leukemia, only 5-6 months old. Everybody around the community's pouring out emotions, prayers, thoughts into this Campbell County family. Cool to see them start the year 2-0, beat Cott County last week, and then get this. We're going to talk about magic. 35-yard field goal. Thomas Johnson of Campbell County, 35-yard field goal at the buzzer. They knock off Carter. And again, it's been a little bit of a fight this year with Campbell County and their offense. Threw for 218 tonight. Rush for 106, so pretty nice balance. So we'll see what they can do going forward. Let's take a look around the area. Webb falls tonight. We did 5 Star Live a week ago from Webb School in Knoxville as they got a 3-0 win against Austin East. They go on the road to McCallie tonight, one of the better teams in Division II AAA. It was 27-7 a year ago. It was 42-7 tonight. McMinn Central 14-13 over Tellico Plains. We'll look down the scoreboard some more. CAK 24-14 win tonight over Clinton. Jerry, do we have last night's footage ready to roll? All right, let's get into last night. A lot of games in the area last night. 5 Star Preps went out to GP, as you can see there. Danny Parker, unbelievable videos for us. Gatlinburg Pittman, our number 12 team in 5 Star Preps, taking on a TKA team that has 3 or 4 Division I prospects. You got 6'8" Jenkins Gooch on there on the offensive line. You got Nakalin McAfee, who's got a Duke offer and Tulane offer. So this was a legit test for Gatlinburg Pittman, who returns 15 or 16 starters from a year ago. Bryce Akey just went absolutely nuts for GP in this game. 4 touchdown runs on the ground. He is a very big back. He is a punishing back. You see Jenkins Gooch there, the big tall guy. He's got offers from Florida State, Miami, and Tennessee. But Gatlinburg Pittman did not let that deter them whatsoever. Big win, 55-20 over Kings Academy. And as you look at Gatlinburg Pittman's schedule this year, kind of opening up the floodgates for them to possibly go 9-1, maybe somewhere in that ball range, 8-2 maybe at worst. I think you can legitimately see, and you see Bryce Akey running wild there, over 200 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. I think you could see Gatlinburg Pittman, the way Austin East is struggling right now, as the number 2 seed coming out of that region behind Alcoa. Keep an eye on that GP team. They're going to be very dangerous. Derek Rang, their head coach, has won a state championship before, did it over at Dresden a few years ago, but that was more of a passing team than this one. But I just like the physical play of Gatlinburg-Pittman in that game, 55-20. Granger gets a win, 38-19 over Pigeon Forge. I believe Granger is 2-0 for the first time in well over a decade. The game of the night, though, was Loudon-Lenore City. Battle of the Bridge. Loudon improved to 2-0 with that 28-7 win over Lenore City. Drew Jackson, the running back, had a couple of touchdowns in that game for Loudon. They put it away with a late touchdown there. We also got out to see Cott County Thursday night. Scotty Dykes got his first win of the season, knocking off Northview Academy 34-8. So Granger, Gatlinburg-Pittman, Loudon, Cott County, McMinn County with a 50-0 win on Thursday night. I've told you about Jalen Hunt, the running back. He is actually a cousin of Isaiah Mattress, who is up here on the set tonight. So that's it for our show tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, thank you to Lamar Brown, the head football coach at West High School. Thank you to Isaiah Mattress. If anybody has stats on Isaiah Mattress, I want to see him. The guy just ran wild tonight. And again, that 90-yard touchdown put Farragut away for that 24-13 win. West will go on to play Carnes next week. Farragut will go on to play Oak Ridge. So thanks for joining us tonight on 5 Star Live. Thanks to all the guys behind the cameras. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in week 3.